So you were arrested and convicted of a DUI, and now you're on probation. This is a pretty big life-altering experience. And you're going to say to yourself, I am going to remember this for the rest of my life. And I am not going to drink again, or I'm not going to drink and drive again, or I'm not going to do anything that's going to put me in risk again. And then fast forward 9 months, a year, you're still on probation, and you find yourself falling into patterns that are oh too familiar. In fact, they're the very patterns that unfortunately led to that DUI arrest to start with. If you continue on those patterns, realistically, this is a situation that could end up with you back in front of the judge on a probation violation. So if you're able to, hear this, and if you're able to, pause and remember, if you can, the feelings that you had when you were in front of that judge and the fear and discomfort and shame that you felt, and ask yourself if it's worth going forward in this way if I'm risking going back in front of that judge. My hope for you is that you're able to catch this on your own and put a pattern interrupt into this practice, into this pattern of behavior that you're falling into. But please understand you're not alone. Please understand that the human nature is to go back to what you know. And if you're known, if what you know is a pattern of drinking or being around people who use drinking as a primary form of recreation, it's going to be very difficult for you not to fall into that same pattern, not because you're weak, not because you're a bad person, but because that's human nature. If you are concerned that that's a place you could find yourself again, then I'm going to suggest, want to make some pretty significant changes in your lifestyle, because you don't want to count on willpower to keep you from entering back in front of that judge. Because if willpower was the solution, everybody'd be skinny. But we're not, right? We're not, because you can't count just on willpower. You don't want to put yourself in this position to start with.